Okay, this is part two. As I was saying, uh, the Giants have a ruthless defense. If they don't get OC Unior, they could get a draft pick, yes. But think of it like this: if they give away OC, you know that they have Matthias Kiwanuka. So either way, it's a win-win for the Giants. And I also do pick third place would be Cowboys. With losing Marion Barber, Roy Williams, it's hard. Roy Williams with the big disappointment in Dallas. Tony Romo might come off that injury a little shaky, but he has key passers like receivers like Des Bryant, young good talent. You also have Miles Austin, always good. He Pro Bowler. And Jason Witten also a Pro Bowler. So you have all these guys that can make a difference. And definitely last place, I have to pick the Washington Redskins. I'm They did get the running back from the Cardinals, and that Hightower was a good pick for them to get a good trade, but if Cooley and Moss could step up, they don't have a QB right now because Donovan went to the Vikings, so I think that their chances are just finished right now.
How do you see them being in the future with their quarterback? They're trying to make a better quarterback with Buck. How do you see them in the next 3 4 years?
I would expect them. If I were them, I'd look for a new QB because this team is just falling apart, and you also need a good offensive lineman. This offensive line is falling apart as well. They should have made a run for Sean O'Hara and all of them. They are also Lofa Tutupu's going to meet with them, but I don't know if that's going to make the defense better because they gave away Albert Hainsworth. I don't think there's any replacing that. He's a beast when he's healthy, and that's all I have to say about that story about the Redskins.
Alright, thank you. That's NFC East. Let's go into the NFC North with the Packers, Lions, Bears, and Vikings. This should be a fun division to watch. Who do you have number one?
Number one, you always have to go with the Packers. That defense is one of the best defenses in the league. You got Woodson, and then you have Clay Matthews, and then you have A.J. Hawk. Even though you don't have Colin Jenkins, you still have Aaron Rodgers in that offense and Donald Driver. And then you just re-signed one of your best guys, Jones. And I think this team will be in good shape first place.
Okay, who do you have number two? Lions, Bears, or the Minnesota Vikings?
Oh, I honestly have to go with Detroit. I mean, this defense is getting younger and better in matters of seconds. You got Sue, you got Farley, you got Bam Bosch, and you also just made a good move, and you got Tulloch, a really good aggressive linebacker. So I think that if their offense could play very good, they end up in second place this year.
Alright, who do you have third? The Chicago Bears and Minnesota Vikings?
I'm honestly going to go with Minnesota. Minnesota, Donovan McNabb. I mean, I don't know if him or Ponder's going to start. I would expect Donovan to start.
They said McNabb will start.
McNabb will start. He's got to show example to Ponder. Anyway, Adrian Pierce is going to be top guy in the league. I'm in the running game, but the thing that I have worried about this is that they still have Harvin, they have Shianko, but they don't have Bryce, and that's going to be a big part of their failure this year.
Alright, number four, you have Chicago Bears. What's the reason?
Jake Cutler's not going to perform as well. He's one of my guys to buy out. You don't want him. You don't want him anymore. This team is falling apart as well as anyone, and Forte is good but not good enough. I think that they also gave away one of their big wide receivers away, and that was really bad. And now their defense is the only thing they have right now, and that's it.
Alright, thank you, Nick, for that. I'm gonna go over the NFC South and the West.
Okay, John. Who do you have for first place? The Falcons, Buccaneers, Saints, or Panthers?
I saw the New Orleans Saints coming out number one.
Why do you pick the Saints?
Well, then Drew Brees, very great quarterback, young quarterback. They just signed Darren Sproles, a good running back, and they also drafted Mark Ingram, which was a big surprise. They got great wide receivers like Holston, and their defense is still legit. So they're number one.
Do you think Markham can make Meacham can make that big impact to that offense?
I do think so, but I think they're getting these running backs just so they could cool it down with Drew Brees just being on by himself, and his passing yardage was like over like 4,000 yards last year. I think that's going to go under just because they got two great running backs, Mark Ingram and Darren Sproles, so they're going to run more.
I have a question. How do you think they're going to do without their tight end Jeremy Shockey this year as he went to the Panthers?
I don't think it's that much of a loss. They still got legit receivers, good running game, and they got Drew Brees.
That's a good case right there. And who do you pick for second?
Second, I have the Atlanta Falcons. They got Matt Ryan, great young quarterback coming in. Good running game, Michael Turner, and they just drafted 6th overall. Julio Jones, a great wide receiver from Alabama State. And they got one of the best receivers, Roddy White, going. And their defense is the only thing I'm worried about. That's why I don't have the number one.
Do you think they can, in a way, be Super Bowl favorites in a way? I mean, even if they're in second, they still win wild card, and then the playoffs is a different story. They don't act like it's a season. They act like it's a whole big thing going for Super Bowl.
I don't think this year, just because of what I saw last year. I don't think I don't think they're a strong playoff team yet. But I think they're gonna be a legit team, and I think maybe next couple years they could do it.
Okay, who do you have for third? Buccaneers, or do you have the Panthers?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They got an amazing quarterback, young quarterback, Josh Freeman. Their running game is gonna be good. You got a good young running back. The only thing I think is their defense, and the receivers are pretty legit.
And you have Panthers for last.
Yeah, just because they just drafted Cam Newton. I don't think he's gonna be a 1-year good quarterback. I like their off-season players. They got Jeremy Shockey, Greg Olsen, and I think they re-signed Steve Smith, I believe, and I just think that I don't think it's gonna be this year. And they got Derek Anderson coming in to help out Cam Newton. But not this year. I think they'll be like a little bit under 500.
Yeah, signing back Steve Smith might have been a mistake, injury prone. You go to the West. Who do you pick first? The Niners, Rams, Seahawks, or the Arizona Cardinals?
I have Arizona Cardinals win that division. They just got Kevin Kolb. He's only played like 3-4 games last year. He's gonna be a legit quarterback in the division, the conference, I believe. They have Larry Fitzgerald, they're trying to sign Braylon Edwards. They got Todd Heap, great tight end, and their defense is looking good now that they drafted Patrick Peterson.
What do you have for second? The Niners, Rams, or the Seahawks?
I have the Rams, number 2. Sam Bradford, a great young quarterback. They got Sims Walker, great running game. They got Steven Jackson, and their defense is reasonable, but I have the number 2.
And who do you have for third, the Niners or the Seahawks?
I have the Niners number 3 because I think just because the quarterback Alex Smith's not that great, they got a good running game and Frank Gore though.
Do you think it would have made a difference if they got Matt Hasselbeck?
Yeah, I think more legit quarterback, more experienced quarterback. This guy's too young. They drafted Colin Kaepernick out of Nevada. I think he'll be a good quarterback next year, 2 years, but we'll see.
Rumor has it that the Eagles are trying to chant us out. They're saying that the 49ers should go after him.
I think he's a good, legit corner. I think any team with cornerbacks that are not that great should go after him. Do I think they'll get him? No, but I don't think he's gonna. I think he's going to the AFC.
What team?
I don't really know. I think the Houston Texans should go after him.
That would be a good thing. You have for last the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, they got rid of Matt Hasselbeck, which I kind of liked. They picked up Tavares Jackson, which I don't know what made them do that.
How big of a mistake was it that they gave away Lofa Tatupu and released him?
That's a big mistake. He was their defensive guy. I like Sidney Rice. I think he's going to be good, but we'll see what happens.
Yes, the only thing that has good happened to him is that Sidney Rice signed with Tavares Jackson. Okay, and this is Nick, and this is John. This is Sports Center 419. Thank you for joining us.